Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to the first 2023 Galactic Challenge. Looks like CG has decided to take it a little bit easy on us to begin the year with quite an easy and straightforward challenge. So we've got Rebels versus Empire, well should really be Rebels versus Inquisitors, right, on Malachor. So as always I'll first cover the modifiers and defeats and then show you the battles. So I've got 3 battles in total for you today. So the first one will be Rebels and then 2 more like undersized battles there, but all these 3 battles that I'll show you can get the turn meter removal feat at the same time also, so hopefully one of these teams will work well for you. But alright, let's get started. First with the global modifier, the Drain Essence. Now it's not all that impressive modifier, it doesn't really help you a whole lot, except the fact that when you do use the Drain Essence, you gain a bonus turn. Now only your leader can use this ability, and this is sometimes nice. For example, if you want to quickly reduce cooldowns on your specials, you just use this ability. It gives you a bonus turn, so you can maybe get back-to-back special attacks. But in that, not all that useful. Speaking of all that useful, we are getting the weaker of the 2 rebel modifiers, so we're not getting the odds one, but we're getting a few surprises left. It's got this corner mechanic. It's not really all that useful. The only thing I think useful in this one will be that rebels can't be countered, so you don't have to worry about 5th brother countering whenever you hit him. Imperial Edict, pretty good modifier for the Empire actually, because whenever their leader uses special abilities, everybody's called to assist, and they also get Snowtrooper Operative summoned to the field, which is actually good for us because it gives us an extra target to remove the turn meter from, so it'll help us there a little bit. In terms of the feats, it's a Rebel obviously challenge, so we have to win with a full team of Rebels, and the other 2 feats are winning with an undersized squad and removing 400% turn meter from the enemies. Now these feats, obviously multiple ways to get this done. I just kind of chose 2 different teams that I found fun to use personally, so hopefully you will find them fun as well. Anyway, let's first kick off with the Rebel team. If you have Cara, you can easily get this turn meter removal done as well. On top of that as well, here as you can see, Luke's basic removes turn meter, and so that his special attack. In terms of modding, I'm just quickly showing you the mods. So I do have some speed on Luke. Moving on, next we got C3PO. Actually on his basic he also can remove turn meter, so some extra turn meter removal there, so you don't solely need to rely on Cara's AoE. We obviously got Chewbacca in here for the things that Chewbacca does, right? We got Han, his basic can also remove turn meter. I have him modded for damage. And then finally the MVP of this battle, Cara, because her AoE that's got only 2 turn cooldown removes turn meter from the enemies as well as stuns Empire units. And remember, all Inquisitors are Empire, so you'll be able to keep these guys on stun locked pretty much. Now in combination with that low cooldown on her special AoE, also from her unique, whenever you defeat an Empire enemy, she's getting 100% turn meter, which means she'll be able to spam her AoEs very frequently, keeping those guys stun locked as well, removing their turn meter. Anyway, let's hop in the battle and let me show you how this thing goes. First I will stun 7th sister, just so she doesn't gain bonus turn meter when I hit somebody else. I lost Luke there, that's okay, no need to panic I guess. As long as Cara stays alive, you should be good to go here, because as soon as she gets a turn, it's going to be game over for the Inquisitors. Boom, there we go. Well, only 5th brother there, he resisted the stun. But anyway, let's finish off 7th sister first, because whenever you critically her alive, she can gain 100% bonus turn meter, so we don't want that. Although we did have Confuse on her, so this will a little bit slow her down. But anyway, just wanted to get her out so I don't have to worry about her. And now just kind of going around, spreading the damage. There we go, another AoE there already. So as you can see, we got these guys completely under control between all the stuns we have from Cara. There we go, another AoE. And at this point you're just kind of spreading the damage here, a little bit stalling the battle, because you know, without the feat tracker you have no idea did you remove 400% turn meter or not. So I'm just kind of spreading the damage here, making sure the enemies do get some turn meter, so you can then go ahead and remove it. And then goes 5th brother, so hopefully this was enough now for the turn meter removal feat. I definitely won with a full team of rebel units, right? Let's keep scrolling. keep scrolling, and yep, that's it. We got 400% turn meter removal as well. Obviously, we've got that undersize feat as well. So I've got now 2 teams, both of them can get the undersize as well as turn meter removal feat done. I'm going with Rey and her droids because as you've noticed before with the Grand Inquisitor lead, everybody gains a stack of purge in beginning of the battle, and here Rey Jedi training, whenever her allies are debuffed, she will be gaining bonus turn meter, so this will allow her to get a jump start on these guys because of her unique. And where the turn meter removal will be coming from, it's really from her leadership. So whenever our resistance allies will be using special abilities, all exposed enemies will lose 5% turn meter, which can't be resisted. And this is where, you know, we will be getting a majority of turn meter removal from. On top of that, her mind trick also removes turn meter from the target, so this is going to be very useful as well. I just modded these guys for speed, just to make sure I do get a jump start on them. C-3PO's basic, as mentioned before, also removes turn meter. There we go, because they're very quick, so even all that bonus turn meter that you get from BB-8 is unique for the droids, and as well from Rey's unique when they debuff you, still wasn't enough, like, you know, with under 300 speed mods that they went first, so they have to push their speeds to like 320, 330, and this was enough to get a jump start on these guys. There you go, Rey gets a bunch of bonus turn meter because her allies got debuffed, so I'm going to go first, try to get a Days on 7 sister ability block. Unfortunately, I've resisted everything, so what I'll do here is I'm just going to do an AoE, get some exposes going so we keep our turn meter train rolling. I'm going to go ahead, go after 7 sister. I don't want her dazing, ability blocking one of my guys, so I'm just trying to get her down. Perfect, there we go. And now whenever we use a special ability, and this is where it came in handy, using the Drain Essence from the modifier, so I was able to get back-to-back turns to reduce cooldowns on Rey, so she was able to get her mind tricks out on Grand Inquisitor before he gets to do much. And I'm just kind of going around here, spreading the damage, try to spread expose on everybody, keep pushing that turn meter whenever we use special abilities. Another mind tricks already online, again making sure keep Grand Inquisitor under control. Now that Grand Inquisitor is under control, his ability blocked, I have to go after 5th brother next because he's got an AoE dispel, so you definitely don't want him dispelling their secret intel as well as translation. Got him on lockdown as well, dazed, ability blocked, so now just a case of kind of going around, spreading the damage. And at this point I started calling C-3PO to assist, because then C-3PO on his basic, he removes turn meter as well as reduces cooldown now on everybody that do have 3 stacks of translation, so we can constantly now be spamming back-to-back special abilities with Rey, which allows us obviously to also keep using her mind tricks every second turn, that she can constantly keep removing turn meter. And we've got these guys under control, we got our turn meter train rolling, we keep pushing back turn meter, there is nothing they can really do at this point, so just a case again of kind of stalling the battle, keep calling C-3PO to assist with Rey, and then just keep using mind tricks whenever she gets her next turn. Again, I use their Drain Essence ability to give Rey a bunch of bonus turns back to back, so she can keep using mind tricks, pushing back turn meter on Grand Inquisitor to hopefully get that 400% turn meter removal feat done, as well as the undersize at the same time. So definitely if you can get your guys like 320 plus speed, this actually was very easy. We kept these guys under control. Another fun team that I wanted to try out was Palp's lead. Also with Palp we get our whole bonus turn meter train rolling, and Magma Trooper here is the MVP because with his unique, whenever he resists or suffers a debuff, he gains 70% turn meter. And remember, again with Grand Inquisitor, he will apply purge to everybody, which will give 70% turn meter to your Magma Trooper to begin with. Then you can go ahead, use his AoE, which will remove turn meter from the enemy, and obviously then you can get your train rolling, because outrunning them just with pure speed I found very challenging. They were very fast, so getting that bit of turn meter removal from Magma Trooper then allowed my Mara to go before they did. And once Mara goes, you know, it's pretty much game over. She's got her stagger that can help you remove turn meter. Speaking of stagger, so does Fallen Basti, that's why she's here. Another way to apply stagger so you can remove turn meter. And then her corrupted battle meditation, actually whenever Basti gets a turn, will be removing 6% turn meter from all of the Inquisitors. So some extra little bit of turn meter turn meter removal whenever we get a turn. Let's hop in the battle now, and you'll see now how this one goes. Magma Trooper, because of Purge being inflicted on him, look at the amount of turn meter he got. You can just unload the AoE, remove turn meter, a bit of RNG there, like 7 Sister potentially there, could gain bonus turn meter. If that happens, probably you want to back out and try this again, but this time she didn't, so I got a stun on her, got shock, got stagger, and now I can just go around a little bit here, get a stun on everybody. Okay, Fifth Brother resisted unfortunately, so we'll have to deal with him. But on that, we'll just keep going after 7th Sister, remember. So, because as long as she's not shocked, she can gain 100% turn meter. But anyway, I'm just going all out after her. She's the only one that can complicate things, so I want to get her out ASAP. We go. As you can see, I didn't immediately proc all the staggers there, because remember, in order for you to remove turn meter, enemies have to have some turn meter. That's why I'm not constantly using like AoEs and keep proccing those staggers. I'm just using basing with pulps, just allowed enemies, you know, to gain some turn meter before I do like an AoE, proccing those staggers and removing turn meters. You can see, just keep using basics here. There we go, just basics, let them gain some turn meter, and when they do get some turn meter, you can unload an AoE with any of your units. All these 3 basic, all 4 of these have AoEs, because obviously Bust is one lightning as well. If you do use it on a shocked enemy, it will deal damage to all enemies. There we go, we get more stagger out, more stagger, keep pushing back turn meter, and this is pretty much game over, all thanks to Magma Trooper's unique there that allowed us to get a jump start on these guys, even though they were much faster, removing turn meter with AoE, and then let Mara and Pulp go to town on these Inquisitors. And there you go, guys, these are all the battles I wanted to show you today. The ones that I used that quite easily got me max rewards, not just quite easily, but also very fun. So hopefully you find this video useful and helpful. As always, let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.